So guys, this is now the second wheel. I wouldn't say spray because I don't know what is. Is powder coating also called like a type of spray?
Yeah, but it's powder.
Powder.
Yeah.
So basically, this is the second wheel that we are doing now. The first set was the Riaz that we did now, the previous video. This one is the 16s. We are gonna do powder coating. To be honest, I don't know much about powder coating. This is gonna be very new for me, and hopefully for the people that's watching also. For those who don't know, we'd like to kind of educate you in a way like what the benefits of powder coating is in comparison to spraying. So yeah, so we're gonna be powder coating my wheels, the 16s. So the tires was removed, was powder coating because you have to put the object in or the item in the oven. Obviously you can't put it on with the tires. What we will be doing now, we will basically prep the wheel we prep the wheel for the powder to be applied. This process is very different to what we did for the spray, because I think with powder coating you have to remove all old excess paint.
Yeah.
So that's where the paint will be stripped basically, whereas with the normal wheel we would just sand it until there's enough grip for the paint to take. So this, you're gonna remove everything, make the wheel bare, and then that would be like a basis for the powder to sit on it, because I don't know if the paint itself would have like contaminants. Will it affect the powder?
Because the thing goes into the oven.
Yeah.
You see, it might melt the old paint, or it might react.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And yeah, that's basically what happens.
Yeah, so basically we need to get all the paint off, and it needs to be a bare wheel so that we can apply the powder. So on videos that I've watched, once the powder gets applied, there's a specific process within the gun, I think.
Yeah, static.
Yes, and that shocks the powder or something, and it allows it.
So you have to electrically charge the wheel, in other words.
Yeah, that's the one.
If you think about it, because with paint you can see the paint sits on the wheel, and that you get your gloss finish already, whereas the powder, it looks completely matte, and then once it goes into the oven, then the oven or the heat melts the powder, and then you get your finish. So you actually don't know what your finish looks like until it's in the oven. So it's actually very interesting.
This is just normal paint strip.
Okay.
So what I do is I just like a lot of layers on the. So it will just do the first layer, and then you have to apply again for the next layer.
Okay, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what you understand. That's what actually happens. You can see it's starting to act.
Just already taking the paint off.
Yeah. The lip didn't have what's the thing is in it.
Yes, we are back with Uncle Shahid. This is the wheel with all the paint stripped off. And you can see they're fully silver. Usually with the powder coating, from what I've seen on YouTube, they usually hang it up over here. That's why you have to take the valves out. And then just so that it makes it easier, you can get around all the wheels, around the whole wheel. So can I just explain what is this that I'm doing now?
Static electricity to make it stick to the wheel. Yeah.
Oh, so the current goes through.
Yeah,
through
I'm gonna show you now.
the wheel.
I'm gonna show you now.
Okay. So this is the setup over here, and I think that's the gun over there. Oh, I see.
You see that? That's a static electricity.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Ah, okay. So now, what is this for? Is it like a panel?
See the light there? It's not constantly on. It's like a switch. It's like a normal switch.
But now is the switch for the current?
static,
For the
yeah.
static. Oh, okay, okay.
Current basically. Okay.
So at the same time, the current comes out and the powder, and that allows it to stick.
It must come together at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Same time.
Okay.
Otherwise it's not going to stick.
Yeah, this works with the air pressure from the compressor because I think the air has to kind of push the powder out basically.
Yeah, it will be like normal spray painting.
There's nothing that needs to be added to that other than just the powder.
just the powder.
So like with us, we have to like mix like
Hardener
and all that.
thinners,
Yeah. It's so funny to think that it comes in powder and then all of a sudden it's the end result does not look like what it comes out to be.
No, not at all. Yeah. Okay, let's see. There you go. And also with powder coating, make a mistake or something's not right. I think what you do is, you see that thing? You
Yeah.
see that thing? You just blow it away. You just do it over or whatever.
Yeah, it is. I do like the matte finish that it is now. Obviously, when it comes,
It's gonna be more
Yeah.
shiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I do normally, if it don't stick, I will heat it up in the oven first. I will warm it in the oven first, and I take it out, and then I spray it while it's hot, and
Oh.
stick immediately.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So like the powder melts onto
Immediately
the.
onto it, and it,
Yes.
and it
grips better, yeah.
onto it immediately. Yeah.
Because I saw now when Uncle was busy spraying that you don't hear the static all the time, but it is there. It's just you don't
No,
hear
you
it.
don't. You're not supposed to keep it so close, yeah.
Oh,
Because that's and then it like takes away the powder. It's almost
So-
like a.
so the static shocks the powder actually,
Uh,
and then because of this wire over here, which connects to here, which connects to the wheel, that kind of sends the current through the wheel to the powder, and the wheel has the current that makes the. That's just my logic of how it
that's
works.
What it is what it is.
I saw also people that when they powder coat, just say now for example, that's just a valve cover, and the letters on the valve cover was kind of embossed. Then they basically just wipe it off, and then when they put it in the oven, and then it comes out, and then it's that part stays silver.
Yeah, we don't have it in the Mozambique. The other phone, that phone broke. I did that covers for man for its V6, 3.4 V6 bucky,
Yeah.
and he wanted the red in black. So I wanted the lettering in red and the whole cover in red.
Black.
In what did that say? What did I say?
The lettering in red and then the rest of it in black.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah. So I did that one, but I don't have a photo now. It was on
But
another phone.
how would the process be
Yeah,
though? The same, like so
That's
you
the
first
same.
you
So what
first
I did, I sprayed the whole thing black. Coated the whole thing black, and then I just wiped it, and then I let it cool down completely, and then I sprayed the red.
after.
Yeah, and then I wiped the black parts again, and I put it in.
Oh.
No, I didn't even mask it up or nothing.
Yeah.
You don't need to mask it up. Really. Depending on what you're doing,
Yeah.
how you want it done.
Yeah.
But you have to let it cool completely.
Yeah.
Because once you throw a little of that powder on there, while it's hot, it stays on there.
Ah.
It stays on there. take it like this. I will take it off. I can't see, so then I will put it in the oven. But before it's really melted like that, I will take it out again
Do another coat.
and do another coat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So now it's a thick coat and it's a hard. This powder coating is already a hard substance. Put another coat on. So now we're good.
Sure.
Now we're good.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to try powder coating at home, don't use your mommy's oven.
Yeah. This is an old oven.
Oh, yeah.
This is an old oven. This is not used anymore for cakes or nothing.
Yeah.
So if you use it, you will die. for cakes after you use it for powder coating. So you can't do it. This is an old oven.
Oh, the oven is already preheated.
Yeah, I did that already.
The oven's already preheated over there. So now, Uncle's gonna put the wheel in the oven.
You do another coat for that kind of stuff. See that? With that.
Yeah, so what's the cooking time?
180, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Is that now for the first coat?
No, that's for finish it.
Oh,
But I'm gonna leave it in so for 7-8 minutes and take it out again and spray it again.
yeah.
And then we
Then do the final.
do the final.
Okay. So yeah. It's so weird to see that the whole wheel actually fits in there. I wonder if you can actually see in here like the effects.
Not really, yeah, not really.
Because I think the glass is not that clear.
Yeah.
If it was a bit more clear, you can see how it.
The old thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, so we'll come back after like 7-8 minutes and then see what it looks like when it comes out.
Because now we know it's gonna stick. See, now it's gonna stick.
So I'm still have to attach the thing for the current.
No, I'm not gonna do that still. Don't need that now, because now it's gonna stick.
Oh, okay, because
now
of it.
when the powder hits the hot rim, it immediately melts.
Oh.
You will see now. You will see now.
It gives such a different effect. I don't know if you can see it on camera,
You must.
but like the effect is so different. You see there?
You see, you must spray it on your. Now it's like it's been sanded. I don't even know what I'm doing. Now it's like it's been sanded.
Oh, like for grip basically.
For grip, basically.
Yes.
You can see through here. A little, maybe you see something. Can you see? Can you see something?
It's like shiny.
It's shiny now. Well, I don't think it's right yet. You can still see there's a bitchy, like orange peel in it. Okay, I did spray it thick, but give
So
it.
that will like all melt into each other basically. Okay.
Give it 2-3 more minutes.
While the final wheel is in, Uncle did the rest of it during the week. We just kind of came to record like snippets of the process of how to do the powder coating. Because like we said, this is something that we're not used to. I guess even for the people in South Africa, powder coat, you hear of people doing powder coating, but you don't necessarily know like what goes into doing it and what the benefit of it is. So I brought my wheels for powder coating because we just sprayed the Riaz's wheels in the previous video. So my one, I thought I would do something different because we kind of like to like expand ourselves to get to like learn more skills, you know. So can I just tell us what's the benefit of powder coating and the process?
Yeah, so compared to painting or spray painting, powder coating is a much more it's a much more durable substance. it gets really hard. It gets hard like epoxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know epoxy. So it gets really hard. Yeah, and it like stuff like on the wheels especially. On the wheels especially, you don't get that curve rest. You know that curve rest.
Yes.
You don't get that that easily. You must really drive drunk if you wanna you wanna scrape like a powder coated wheel.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, and it's for me it's easier, man. Like you said earlier, if you spray paint, you need to mix the paint with hardener and thinners, and you need to also what's that called, primer the wheel.
Exactly.
But there is a primer. I speak under correction. There is a primer for powder coating. You can get it if you so desire, but not really necessary.
Okay. So what you've discovered from powder coating and spraying wheels, which is funny because this video is coming directly after the previous one, where we basically just sanded the wheel down. We didn't primer it because the wheel was still in a good condition. And then we sprayed now the paint or whatever. Whereas in order for the powder coat to stick to the wheel, we had to remove all the paint from these wheels now. So that is where the paint stripper comes in.
Yeah, so the only reason I prefer to do that is because I don't know how it's going to react.
Yeah.
If I spray powder, if I just flat it like I would maybe say if I had to spray it, I would flat it out because the wheel was still nice. The coating on it was still nice. If I could maybe if I had to just respray it with normal spray paint.
Very fine.
Yeah, I just flat it out for the paint to grip.
Yes.
But for this, I don't know what the reaction is going to do in the oven if I put the powder on there and put it in the oven.
Yeah.
It might, whatever, I don't know. I've never done it before.
Yeah, I don't know how paint reacts to heat. I can't
You
say.
do get heat resistant paint,
but that's not what we use for that.
Yeah.
We use paint in a can. When I sprayed the rims initially, that's what we used. So this is definitely a different thing for us to look at. But I'm very excited when the car comes back. This is definitely going on the car. But from what I've seen, I do like the work. And shukran for the help. I mean, uncle's down the road.
That's fun.
But yeah, so I'll show you when the wheel comes out, and then the next part is when we will probably fit the wheels back on the tires again. Anyways, we'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, inshallah. You're gonna
Samuel, move in. Huh? Sorry guys, we forgot the stand, we forgot everything. So,
Very close.
We cramped in here, bro. That's the love.
And we don't have the mic on, so I don't know how the audio is going to be. It's been a while since we actually recorded without the mic.
Yeah. The guys might not have seen me in the other video, but I was there. In spirit. I mean, in the beginning of the video, but I was there.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was recording.
Oh yeah, it was recorded.
I'm the record guy now. And I have a technology.
I'm also.
Well, a little bit though. But anyway, I only got to see the rims afterwards as well, and I must say, they look good. They're right here, got the tires on everything. So this is now all built up from Shamil's end towards also. This is something he's always wanted to do, but this is now built up the walls as well towards the Killarney Motor Show. So we'll do the final review for the tires and on the car at the show, because at that point you're also only going to be seeing Aurora. The full basically everything, because you guys will have seen in our previous video now, we try as much as we can to get updates on what's happening on the progress of the car. But another thing I also want to mention, like Ashraf also mentioned, the products that Ashraf got in. I am so glad that he actually waited for the mixing booths to come in, because you have no idea I planned for my own meeting. Ashraf was gonna use good products either way, but this is basically on the level like the standard I bought, and I paid through my for it. Very expensive. My nut, yeah. But so I'm very happy. I'm excited to see how it's gonna look.
Same here. With this powder coating, our previous video we sprayed the valves.
These, yeah.
And
Guys, they are white.
yeah. So this is also something we can kind of compare in a sense of
Spray painting versus
powder coating, yeah. And then we can see over time we will kind of keep you updated as to what lasts longer and if there's any touch-ups or whatever that's being needed and stuff.
Yeah.
So like we said before, powder coating is very new to us.
Yeah.
We don't know much about it, and it's a very interesting process.
It's definitely something that we want to do in future again as well, because we mentioned on our Instagram, not a lot of guys might not know this of course, but we actually thinking of reopening shop in future about spraying rims. So powder coating is a bit more expensive process obviously versus the conventional rims, but we're going to be respraying rims once again. Refurbishing wheels, not removing buckles. We don't have the equipment unfortunately. Just making the wheels
So
fresh.
basically curb rash.
Curb rash,
And
yeah.
not like massive.
Yeah. Well, we actually had one that was really intense, bruh, and it came out perfection, but it required a lot of work obviously.
Look, like I said, we are gonna start spraying wheels again, but we will only take in one customer at a
Like
time.
a week or 2 weeks
Because
or
we,
something like
we
that.
do this on the side. It's not a full-time thing.
Yeah.
So obviously we can't take on a lot of jobs. Also have to take into account we have to mix the paint if there's color that we don't have.
Yeah, custom
So, if
colors,
it's a custom
material,
color, we're gonna have to
and that can only be done weekends
Yes.
from our end. But yeah, look guys, we're very excited. You can hit us up if you're interested. You can hit us up on our Instagram. I'll drop it down below. But I am very excited for how Aurora is gonna turn out.
I'm also excited for the show because obviously this is all prep for the Killarney Motor Show. Riaz and I we are both going to be attending. Likely Salted is going to have a stand there. So
And we're bringing 3 cars through.
yes.
So it's
3
gonna
cars.
be Penelope, Aurora, and Abdul Malik needs to name his car.
Yeah,
We'll
you
just
need to
call
come
it
up with a name.
the Abdul Malik for now.
The mics.
The Mix, yeah. The Mix is also gonna come through.
Yes.
So we are basically gonna be there repping like Salted, Mates Works, Work Racing, Ashan Space, Refinish Auto Panel, basically everyone
All the
that's
people
been
that
involved with.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
people that assist us over the time.
And Page Master Grade. So.
No, definitely. We will definitely see that.
So previously we actually made stickers and it was to be given out, but those were a lot simpler to cut, I'd say. Whereas with us, look, we do invest a bit of money into it, so they will be 10 and stickers. If you want to support it, it's all up to you. We'd really appreciate it. At the end of the day, all funds goes into the channel. We don't pocket anything for ourselves, people.
Look, we are still looking to buy a jack.
Yeah, maybe it can.
We need to buy it.
A jack, yeah. So hopefully we can raise enough funds with our merch to actually buy a jack, with the refreshing of rims to buy what we need. Nothing is for personal use, it's all for the channel. So yeah. Oh, and we need a buff machine as well, our own one.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was educational in the sense. Look, we didn't do any work on the spoons ourselves, but we did try to explain as much of the process as we could, so that you know what goes into powder coating wheels. So yeah.
Alright, guys, thanks so much for watching again. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.